Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Villains on the Rebirth server. We are with Nightmare Lass, our level 49 character who has 3.2 million XP to go to get to level 50 and the completion of her leveling. Just as a note, if you add it up, um, it takes 39 million XP to get to level 50. Alright, so we are on a story arc, and that story arc is being done for Operative Grillo. And we've been dealing with these snakes that have been kind of mutated by the Cray. And so we've been investigating this story, and in the next step, he says if a powerful entity behind the snakes is able to steal a sizable tech resource right from under Cray Industries, we've got a real problem. I've got Mongoose scouting around Mercy Island to find where the main snake hole of these children of Steno are occupying. But I think we may need someone special against these snakes. There's an exterminator in Granville called Terrence Dobbs. Yeah, we already worked for him. He specializes in arachnoids, but go talk to him. The other option is some sort of a council thing. I think this is the next part of the story arc. It's sort of odd to get this deep into a story arc and then be offered two options. They used to do that in old school City of Heroes, where you never knew which of the two options sometimes were going to be the part of your story arc. You sometimes couldn't tell. But they don't do that usually in the late game of City of Villains. It's just unusual. So we have to go see Dobbs, and that's in Granville. So let's head to the ferry. As you can see, we now owe 300 prestige a month because our base is so gigantically big. It's 3 whole rooms now and a couple of salvage racks. You can imagine when you had a really large base with a lot of stuff that the prestige rent, it got up there. It could be 10, 15,000 a month. Not that bad, considering our character has earned 500,000 in maybe 5 months. And, when you have a whole super group working on it, it's not that bad, but it also wasn't super trivial. And one of the things that happened to a lot of supergroups is they were large and active, and they were able to pay their rent with no problem, and they built these big giant super bases. And then as activity started to tail off, it became a lot harder. The people who were left had to do a lot more active supergroup mode, street hunting and stuff like that to try and earn prestige just so that they could pay off the rent. So as the activity went down, it became progressively more difficult, especially if you had a really large base. So he says, hey, if it ain't Nightmare Lass, I've been expecting you since I got the call from Grillo. I hear you have some problems with snakes, huh? Big ones, too, I'm telling you. As soon as I saw those Slytherin critters on Mercy, I knew there'd be a day when there were a problem. Well, just leave it to old Dobbs. I've come up with a final vermin solution. I mixed up a batch of what I like to call snake begone. Oh, wow. Some pretty toxic stuff, so don't go sniffing it, okay? Yeah, right. It'll turn your brain into mush. And let's go back to Operative Grillo. We'll call him. Say, yeah, alright, we've got snake begone. And he says, so Dobbs gave you something? Very good. Then he says, I've received word from Mongoose. He thinks he's found the main lair of the children of Steno right under Fort Cerberus on Mercy Island. There's an opportunity to put down the snakes, head over to Mercy Island, take them down. I'll be blunt with you. The leader is likely to be very powerful, so the leader's going to be an elite boss, which means we're going to want to, on our way on Granville, we're going to want to reduce the mission difficulty down to +0, but we're still going to keep it on ×2 players because more enemies isn't bad as long as the elite boss isn't like deep purple to us. So why is it saying it's Mercy Island? Oh, because we're already in Granville. Oh, excuse me. We have to go to Mercy Island, but first, I lost track of where I was. First, we have to go to the Fortunata here and get our mission difficulty reduced, and then we will come back. level plus 0. I hate that I'm level 49 and I'm still having to do that. But our minions are just too weak to fight plus 2 to me bosses, because those will be like plus 5 to them. Right? Because their minions are plus 4 to them, I guess, right? My minions are 47, and the plus 2 boss would be, elite boss would be 51. So we should be okay here. We have a lot of buffs and ways to help ourselves. And look at that. The mission is really close. And in we go. So, this air smells of discarded snake skin. How lovely. Again, very cool details. You can see the snake skin laying down there. There's so much great detailing. Bones, torches, carvings on the wall. There's so much great detailing in all the maps in this game. Whatever artist was tasked with putting in the details, usually they have multiple artists and one person is in charge of, say, the shape of the map, the overall map structure. One person is in charge of the mission goals. And then they'll have somebody come through who's like a dungeon dresser, essentially somebody who goes in and puts in all the details, the furnishings, and you know, things like these snake skins and stuff. And whoever did that, man, did a really good job in this game. It may have been more than one person, but whatever person or group of people did it, boy, they deserve some sort of an award. If they didn't get one, it's a shame, because there's such great detail in every single one of the maps. Okay, so we're going to go after the lieutenant first. So these guys are shooting toxic, it sounds like, the vomiting sound. That's similar to what the, wow, look at that. The vomiting sound that's similar to what the Vajalok do, and some of the others. And what I was about to say is our guys are relatively vulnerable to that. And Mo proved me absolutely right and got himself crushed against White Cons. And rebuff him and continue on. Well, there's a lieutenant in there, but he's pretty far, so we'll just start at this edge and work our way in. Nice job, guys. What are they fighting? Oh, there's another guy over there I didn't even notice. So these guys do lethal damage with their weapons and toxic damage with their vomit, and then they do have some mezzes, obviously, as well. Ah, there were two lieutenants, so that's the problem. I bet the last spawn had it too, and I didn't see the second one. Now, somebody got away over this way, I think. Oh no, he's dead. He's right there. So I have no idea which way the Snake Temple is. So we're just going to have to move our way in. And just try to pound these guys. Very nice. So I feel like this is very interesting in the sense that the snakes are low-level enemies, and usually they don't bring the low-level enemies back because the low-level enemies just don't have enough powers, abilities, and defenses to give you a challenge. But somehow they managed to buff the snakes enough that, at least for this mastermind, they are giving her the same sort of challenge that anybody else would. I mean, they're not quite Malta, but um, and I think the Cray were a little tougher, but these guys are pretty tough. And it's definitely interesting to see how some of the mob types, the enemy types that gave me trouble as a scrapper, gave me no trouble as a mastermind, like the nervous spectral demons. And then some of the ones that gave me no trouble as a scrapper are giving me more trouble as a mastermind. So it's just interesting to see how the different archetypes and the different power sets have different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, you know, obviously I always knew that that was the case, um, but I'm seeing it close up here almost for the first time, because in the past, all my characters that got to high level were either tankers or scrappers or stalkers, except for one dominator. And the dominator is sort of like, almost like a ranged scrapper, in the sense that they're doing a lot of rapid damage. And yeah, they have some controlly abilities, right? That's a big part of their powers, but they're still basically heavily offensive, which is what scrappers are like. They don't play all that much differently from a scrapper compared to the way a mastermind plays, which is just very, very different. I mean, I play aggressively, I think, with the other characters much more so than I do. Oh, there's a boss. I do not play as aggressively with the mastermind. And there's an ambush, so let's back up. Okay, let's go ahead and put our Rune of Protection on. That stops me from being mezzed, hopefully. I'm still stuck. Did the boss come after me? No, this is just the ambush. Okay. The boss is still up there. So let's give Curly his other buff. And what is this thing? Snake Begone. I keep forgetting I have these temporary powers. Alright, go get the boss. I'm going to come in here and lower... Oh! I don't think I managed to lower his defenses because he got past me. Let's try Snake Begone on him and see what happens. I don't know if it did anything. Very nice. You guys did a good job. And that is quite the group. Yeah, so my guys overall are doing pretty well. I still feel like I'm a little surprised at how much difficulty these up, sort of, what do you want to call it, juiced up low-level guys are being. Whoever figured out how to buff them up did a good job. Okay, what did I miss? There's obviously another tunnel somewhere. Is it straight south? Is it to the east here? Did I miss something? I thought it was a dead end. Oh no, it keeps going. Alright, that was my bad. Whoa. Alright, so there's a boss there. Let's see if we can teleport these white cons out. Just to make it a little bit safer. There you go. Yeah, individual white cons, of course, are nothing. It's when you have a bunch of them pounding on you while the boss is pounding on you that makes it a little difficult. Obviously, we could have done it because I did it with the previous spawn. But again, yeah, with this character, I still feel like I need to be a little more cautious with her than I have been with, like, the Scrappers and the Stalker. Well, I mean, the Stalker, I guess you're sort of always cautious with the Stalker because it's always hiding except when being ambushed. But I still feel like I was a lot more aggressive with the Stalker. And there's a lieutenant. And we have now earned our 4th bead, guys. There are 6 to go to get to level 50. And there's another boss. Wow. So this is the thing about the ×2. You get a lot more bosses, which definitely makes it more interesting. I like it. I'm going to have to remember to put my brood on ×2 earlier, because I've done this for a couple levels now, but you know, clearly I should have been on ×2 since like level 40 or 38 or something with this character. Let's try to lower defense. Larry's getting hurt, so let's help him out. It definitely helps to lower that defense. And if I ever get to the point where I have enough reward merits, I only got 200. Well, I got 200, I only need 300, so I don't know if I'm going to get there. But if I get there, what I would try to do is definitely put a set in this for the debuffing, because it is a nice power and it works really well. Why am I stuck? Guys, are you getting me stuck? Alright, we should be able to move in here. They're yellows, but it's no problem. As I say that, somebody will probably die. Yeah, Larry's getting pounded. I don't know why Larry and Mo are taking such a pounding in this particular mission. It's usually the little guys that get the pounding because they don't have a lot of defenses. And there's a cutscene. So this is an elite boss. Slept for too long. I sense intruders in my temple. Kill them. No, no. We are demons. We will kill you first. Keep losing the mouse, too. I don't know why. So interesting. Now these guys have bows and arrows. Did the other guys have them? I thought the other guys were using scimitars. These guys are very Yuan-Ti-esque from D&D, very much like the Yuan-Ti, which are like snake people. Very, very cool bad guys, by the way. I like them. Eggs! Oh, we're going to hit the eggs. Oh, no. Oh, wow, the eggs are going to launch bosses? Oh, that is awesome. Well, I'm not going to kill the eggs. Let's fight the bosses. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to stop any of the eggs from hatching. So maybe this is what the one guy was talking about, the multiple bosses that you have to fight. Does that do anything? Oh, there's a hatch right there. And there's another hatchling. I think we're going to stay here. Oh, oh! Wow, a lot of bosses. Alright. Let's go ahead and buff Curly with Hell on Earth. And lower defenses. Heal Harry. No, too late. Couldn't heal Harry. Alright, we're going to have to retreat. Yeah, there's no way. Wow. Or maybe not. Maybe we can hold our own here. Can we? Whoa, whoa! Look at all these bosses. There's no way. Yeah, alright, we better get out of here. Wow. That is amazing. Who is this? Oh, the Living Hellfire. Wow, look at all those bosses. I don't know, how do you get the snake eggs? Not sure how one does that. Alright, so this should pull the bosses out to like make them sort of form a line. Oh wow, they came at me fast. What I was going to say is this should pull them out to form a line, but it's not actually. Alright. Alright, we're going to have to retreat here further. I didn't think they were going to come that fast. And I think what happened was they were chasing the Hellfire and it was following me. Yeah, so they're heading back. So we may have to try to pull those guys. Alright, so follow me. We're going to slowly head back, and I'll summon one set of minions at a time as we go, as the powers recharge. Yeah, I should have pulled further back, because what I want to do is fight these guys while they're separated from their buddies. But I started summoning too close. They came at me faster than I anticipated. I suspect there is some trick to this, but I have no idea what it is. The old video game trope of making you try the same thing over and over again until you learn the trick, which I've never really been a fan of because of the repetition. As you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of repetition. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is probably personally, by myself, pull these guys, because I don't think I'm going to be able to pull bosses with the teleport. And we do have Snake Begone. I could try that too. I'm not sure how that... I didn't even notice whether that worked on the snake. What does it do anyway? Grenade launcher. Shoots a gas of canisters. A canister of gas. I don't know. We'll have to try it and see. So I think what I'm going to do is hold my guys back here. Have I buffed them? Yes. Okay. Okay, maybe that's too far back. This map is deceptive in that it looks like it's not that far, and it's actually a lot further than I realized. What does it do to him? Anything? Not really. So now if they come at me one or two at a time, we'll be okay. But they didn't come at me one or two at a time. How did that many of them get behind us? Let's give Curly a little bit of extra buff. Well, I had to give my guys this. 3 bosses in a row, all at once, and they did okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that snake beacon did. It didn't seem to do much. Maybe it debuffed him. Are you guys coming? Wow, they have a really long aggro range. That's good. Get him. Let's try the snake beacon again. I don't know if it did anything. Maybe it's making them vulnerable to the ice entangle. It could be. Oh, they have dull pain. Wow. Okay, guys, back up. So we're gonna have to chip away at this. I'm sorry, but even as a scrapper, I would have to chip away at this. Okay, so there's a couple of eggs over here. What if we use the snake beacon on the eggs? Okay, guys, go for it. Wow, I was not fast enough to save Meanie. Oh, I targeted the wrong guy. Oh, that dull pain is brutal. Yeah, I can't really tell if that snake beacon's doing anything. Let's bring our little guy back. Nice job, guys. So I did have to run back once, but we didn't die. We have not yet died. Our minions have died, but we don't care about that. They're just our servitors. Are there any other eggs? So these guys are just... So those guys are just minions. Okay. You coming? There we go. My minions rush to my defense. Yeah, so when I came in here, I thought, okay, we'll fight 2 bosses at a time and go after the eggs one at a time. I didn't realize they were all going to hatch on me at once. That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing this might be what the one person commented about fighting all the bosses at once. This probably is it. And maybe if this guy is an AV, these are all EBs. Not sure. Oh. Who's that? Oh, that's a white con. No, no, no. Back up here, guys. Back up. Back up. I don't want the lead boss coming at me. That's the guy we want right there. Ouch. Uh-oh. Oh, the elite boss is here, isn't she? Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're going to have to retreat again, because that was a mistake. So why do I just kill them? Because I don't want to deal with my guys. And yeah, they can delay the enemy, but if they try to run toward me, they can bring the enemy toward me as well. And she's still coming. She can't come out of the mission door, right? So if I see her chasing me all the way to the end, I'll go out the mission door. But so she stops. Alright, we'll resummon. This is quite the final mission, if this is the final mission. Whoever made the comment about this is a pretty cool mission is right. This is like, what, the 3rd time I've had to summon guys? Of course, once was a mistake. And, you know, even as a scrapper, I'm sure I would have to pull that room. There's no way you could just walk in and fight a whole bunch of bosses and an elite boss. Alright guys, you're gonna wait here. Let's see what we've got. Let's try to get the white con over here. So that's 1. Stay back. Is the boss still over there? I don't want to get him involved. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see. Maybe we can get the boss, the elite boss, to come over without the boss. If I can get the white con and then pull the partially dead yellow con, we might be able to pull the elite boss and not get the boss. So I think we're going to start buffing. Okay. Oh, that's a lieutenant. We're never going to hit it. Are we? Oh, we got him. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, so it's just the boss and Steno. Right? So let's go after the hatchling, and if Steno comes, she comes. We're already buffed up. Go get him. And I did not use my debuff here because I want to use it on Setheno. Very cool snake name, by the way. Go get her! And let's debuff her. Yeah, she's got some mind control going on. So my Rune of Protection is barely helping me. Let me go ahead and throw some defense on myself just so that she can't mind control me. Let's help Beanie out. Whoa! That was an Omega Strike, but we got her. Wow, that was cool. So she dropped the whole ceiling on us. That was friggin' awesome. That was really cool. She killed most of my guys, or half of my guys. But she was defeated. And we got some reward merits. Let's head out. Man, that was an awesome mission. I like that. That was really tough. It was sort of like a puzzle to solve. How do you defeat all these bosses when they're coming at you at once? I really like it. That was cool. Grillo says, and we are now 5 beads into this character's final level. Stheno, as in Stheno the Gorgon, Stheno, sister of Medusa. Impossible, surely what you face was a descendant of the ancient Stheno, not the snake goddess herself. In any case, you've driven these children of Stheno underground, at least for now. Now you know what happens when someone drinks from the Well of Furies. It is powerful yet uncontrolled. If only we can harness this potential one day, I intend to find out. So my guess is he's going to send me into the Well of Furies eventually, or try to, but we're not going to go there because we're not doing incarnate stuff. The next thing we're going to do is talk to Ghost Widow and finish her presumably final story arc. However, we are 37 minutes into this video, so we're going to stop right here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. 5 beads to go to get to level 50, and probably maybe 2 more story arcs. Until next time, I am Scarpalock, and this has been City of Villains on the Rebirth server.